Hey YouTube, how you doing? So I'm gonna make this video, or basically just talk about when you tell, a person no and how they respond. So basically, what happened was, September 2020, there was this guy. Um, we were cool, like social media wise. Like, I don't even know who friended who or whatever, but we were both like in the same industry or same line of work or whatever, because, um, you know, I'm a truck driver. So, driving that, you have nothing else to do other than probably talk on the phone. So basically, we would just rap here and there on the phone, right? And this was like for like a good 5 years. So, man, when I tell you that I moved to Texas, and I think he was living in Houston, and I happened to tell him, yeah, I'm moving to Dallas this and third. So he just coincidentally all of a sudden, oh, I'm moving to Dallas too, right when I am. That's very questionable. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we did actually meet in person. We hung out, like we went out to eat, and I know we went to Six Flags and whatnot or whatever. So I'm listening to him talk, and he was talking about he. Okay, so this is what narcissists do. I can't really say if he's actual narcissist or not because I really truly don't know him, but this is just a character trait. Whatever they tell you is generally what they did to someone else. So, for example, this guy, he was telling me, man, this girl, she calling me a bum, and I didn't brought her from another state up here. I think he said something like he helped a girl from Louisiana and brought her here to Texas and gave her and her child a place to stay and food and blah 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 and all this, right? Now, mind you, the whole time me and him are sitting in a restaurant, this girl is blowing up his phone, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, because intuition never lies. Listen to your intuition. My intuition was like, something's off. Something don't seem right. So everything he was saying, because let me tell you, if a woman call a dude a bum, she ain't calling that dude no bum just because. Because a real man, he's not gonna be called a bum because you know what I'm saying? He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So based on the fact that he claims, oh, I'm moving to Dallas, but you up here in a hotel for a week, you know what I'm saying? Okay, like, so he had a cousin. He was always at his cousin's house every single day. In my mind, I'm like, why can't you just stay with your cousin and save money? Why are you in a hotel? That's questionable in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, um, you know, he basically, I paid for my own, he paid for his own because again, I don't really know you like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we really hang out and we're buddy buddy. Anyways, so not even like 3 weeks into like knowing him in real life, he wants to sit here and be like, so he comes to me with a sob story. And he's like, yeah, so my car got towed. Okay, first off, your cousin lives in an apartment complex. People don't just go to apartment complexes and randomly just start towing cars. So either you were parked illegally, you know what I'm saying, for a tow truck to get called, you were parked in somebody's parking space and that's why it got towed. But he claims that he wasn't parked illegally, he wasn't parked in somebody else's parking space. Okay, well, now it's sounding like a repossession then. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got you on the map and they coming to get your stuff, you know? I really intuitively think it was a repossession, you know? Because I mean, he's such an idiot, and I say that because, he was smoking weed while behind the wheel of a semi truck. And what made it worse is this particular batch of weed, I'm not a weed smoker, but this particular batch he claims would knock him out and make him sleepy. if you know that you got you're driving a freaking tank on the road. And not only can you potentially kill yourself, but you can potentially kill somebody else. And you think it's a bright idea to be smoking this weed. And what happened? He fell asleep behind the wheel, rolled the damn truck over. Luckily, he nobody else was hurt, and luckily he didn't die. He was lucky. But I told him, you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that while you're driving? You can't do that before, while you're parked and before you actually go to sleep. Just a dumbass. Anyways, so basically he now has a DUI because they obviously drug tested him, found the THC in his his piss or whatever. And so now he has a DUI, and no good company is going to pick him up after that, right? So now he's struggling, like struggling. And don't be trying to make your problems my problems, bro. I told you not to smoke. You are a grown man. You made a choice. That choice cost you your career, your license. That was something that you did, sir. So, anyways, this dude, right? So, anyways, again, so mind you, it's only been 3 weeks of knowing him in person, because I guess since I was in Texas, he just thought he'll call and text me kind of daily, which was cool. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So then he's like, oh, so after he hit me up about his car being towed, and he got his car back, but now all of a sudden he don't have enough money to stay in a hotel. So he's like, oh, well, could I stay with you? Now, mind you, I'm a woman in a new city, new state. My brother does live around the corner from me. But again, I'm not obligated, because I remember, I was still working through narcissistic abuse with my mom. So there was still tendencies to where I felt codependent, or people could easily guilt trip me and make me feel bad. No is a complete sentence. Point blank, period. No. And I do not have to explain myself to you. I do not have to say anything else. My no is no. And those who love and care about you, and those who are truly your friends and truly rock with you, will respect your no. They won't do what this so-and-so did. When he asked me, could he stay with me? I remember mentioning it to my brother. My brother was like, hell no, he a grown man. No, don't do it. So my intuition was like, yeah, don't do that. Don't do it, because I thought it over before I ever gave him an answer. So I noticed how I felt. I noticed that I started to feel like I had to start moving things around. And I was like, wait a minute. This is my house. If I have to start moving things around, that just simply means I do not trust you. And that's justified, because talking to you on social media, you could pretend to be anybody that you want to be. Real life is totally different. You could be Ted Bundy's nephew. You could potentially, I don't know, kill me. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know you. I've only known you for 3 weeks. You could be a Jeffrey Dahmer or something. And this is real stuff. I don't play. I do not play. So I just told him no. And I mean, he was blowing up my phone, just blowing it up. I'm at work. And I had to just text him, what do you want? Why are you calling me over and over? If I'm not answering for you, that's because I'm busy and I have, you know what I'm saying? I was in training and everything. I'm not about to sit here and be on my phone while I'm at work. What do you want? Oh, well, I wanted to ask, could I stay with you? No, you can't. I can't help you. So after I told him no, I didn't hear from him for 6 months. I mean, to me, if you truly was down and out and struggling like that, I expected you to tell me, hey, I found a place to stay, or you got your situation straight, whatever the case may be. I kind of thought that you would probably just kind of updated me on your situation. But apparently, he didn't like the fact that I was too smart for him. Because when he said that, oh yeah, I'm apartment hunting. Oh yeah, you apartment hunting, all right. He came to my place one time. And the one time he came over here, I really wasn't even comfortable with that. But it was whatever. Cause he came, I forgot what he had even came over here for. But whatever the case is, he came over here once and I just wasn't feeling it. And then, no, matter of fact, after he had visited that one time, that's when he, I guess, in his mind, thought, oh, I'm moving in. I'm moving in with this chick. No, you were not. Stop messing with my blinds. Sorry, that was my cat. They always got to be doing stuff when I start to make a video. Yeah, so, yeah, so he must have had in his, look, this is what narcissists do. They plot in their diabolical minds how they're going to use you, you know, because I remember we went to Six Flags, and you know, I have a sports car. So he up there, oh, well, let's see how fast this bad boy could go, as if he had plans on driving my car. Huh? Sir, you ain't got that type of insurance. Ain't nobody, not even my husband, can drive. My husband could buy me a car, and he ain't allowed to drive it. Okay? That is just strongly how I feel about my property. Like, and I'm entitled to feel that way about something that I pay for. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, whatever the case is, you know, he probably thinking like, you know, he's seen my car. I get lots of compliments on my car. My car is basically, in another couple years, it'll be a classic because they don't make that model in that color, none of that no more. So basically, in his mind, he thinking he gonna be pushing my whip. No, you're not, sir. You thinking you gonna be moving in with me? No, you not, sir. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you a weed smoker. You got a big old backpack full of weed. You better go start selling and make you some hotel money. Other than that, you need to go to the homeless shelter, the Salvation Army, or wherever it is you got to go, but you can't stay here with me. I buy enough food for me, myself, and I. And you think you think your high ass is gonna be eating up all my food? No. I mean, it's already bad enough. You a grown man. You gonna eat twice as me anyway. But then you being a weed smoker, that's gonna be 4 times what I eat. No, not happening. Anyways, so fast forward. It is February. I think today is February 20th. What's today's date? Yeah. So it's February 20th. And so he messaged me on, no, that's what I did. So when he stopped talking to me, I took that as a sign that you were nothing more than a user. You wanted to use me for a roof over your head for free because he was broke. He came to me talking about, oh, I don't have a driver's license and my car got towed, so I don't got no money. You know, he didn't come to me talking about some, here's first and last month's rent. He didn't say nothing about that. He didn't say nothing about, I'll help out with food. You ain't saying none of that. You coming to me with sob stories, trying to, I guess, appeal to my empathy. Look, yeah, I'm an empathetic person and everything, but boo-boo, I ain't a fool. I wasn't born yesterday. I've dealt with too many of you monsters to remotely put myself in a situation with another one. And on top of that, you was not about to cock block me. What if I go out here and I start dating and I meet my hubby? You think my hubby gonna want another man in my house? And then there's going to be a whole bunch of drama because he going to be wondering, are me and this dude, banging, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't need the headache. I don't need the drama. You not going to have mail coming to my crib. Then it's going to be hard to kick you out. It just seemed like a hell nah. So that's what it was. It was just a hell nah. Shoot. So anyway, so he messaged me on Facebook. Mind you, this is 6 months later because that was back in September. It's February. So 6 months later, on Tuesday, he decided to message me talking about some, what did he say? He said something like, oh, wow. So I'm deleted because I blocked him on Instagram and I unfriended him off my Facebook because I don't need no users around me or in my life. Boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? You grown. And mind you, I'm 29. You 30 something. Shoot, you older than me and you ain't got your life together? Shoot, I'm going to make a way to do what it is that I need to do. So what is your excuse? You have none. You just make excuses. And that's something that narcissists love to do as well. They love to make excuses. They love to blame other people for why things in their life is going wrong, when it's really the choices that they stupid, idiotic selves make. Anyways, so I decided to message him back. And I was like, well, it's your fault that you're unfriended because you came off as a user and a leech. And so then he got mad. Why would I be a user or a leech? Some friend you are. First off, I ain't known you long enough for you to even remotely consider you a friend. If anything, you're nothing more than just an associate. And that's a step up from stranger. And you can go right back to being a stranger because, again, who are you to me, sir? Because to me, you're highly disrespectful to be asking me as a woman, can you live with me? You need to be going back to your daddy house. That's where you was at before you came your butt to Dallas. So you need to go back to your daddy in Houston. And another thing, why can't you ask your cousin? Because I told him, I said, why don't you ask your cousin if you could stay with him? Oh, well, they have kids and, his girl is there. But you're there over his house every single day. What's the problem with spending the night? There's a reason why your family don't want you around. Your family know you better than I do. So, shoot, if ain't none of them trying to help you, red flag on the play, I'm calling it out, So then he gonna try to guilt trip me with the, oh, you ain't no friend. You right, I'm not a friend. We were just associates, like nothing more, nothing less. We ain't never talked about nothing important. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in his mind, okay, first off, we went out to eat. His dreads, yes, he was a black guy. His dreads were untidy. Like, he just, when you see somebody whose dreads be on point because they keep up their appearance with their hygiene and everything like that, this dude did not do that. I mean, the whole time, anytime me and him would hang out, he's wearing the same clothes. It ain't nothing wrong with wearing the same shoes, but the same clothes. Like, you supposed to be moving here from Houston, but all you got is a small duffel bag and you barely ain't got no clothes? That's bummy tendencies. That's homosexual. That is being a homosexual. And narcissists are homosexuals. You ain't getting in no situationship with me. I don't need no entanglements, okay? I mean, that song by August Alsina, Entanglement, that was a fire song, y'all. That was my stuff when it came out. I was like, oh my God, y'all so petty. But that was then, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting in no entanglements. I'm not getting caught up in nobody's spider web. No. And I'm free. I plan to stay free. But anyways, so basically he sounded just really upset with me. And I told him, I said, why you mad that I told you no? well, you didn't want to look out for me and this and that. It is not my job to look out for no grown man that I barely even know. Under those circumstances, what type of entitlement do you have to where you think that I owe you something? I don't owe you anything. So basically, we went kind of back and forth arguing or whatever. Well, not even arguing. He attempted to try to bully me because he called me a jackass. Because he mentioned something like, well, I wasn't going to stay with you for free. I was going to pay half the rent. How you going to pay half the rent when you don't even know how much my rent is? How you going to pay half my rent when you don't have a driver's license, which is supposedly the reason that's going to keep you from getting a job? It's COVID-19. The DMVs go by appointments only. Now, because I have a CDL, I could just skip the line, and then they did do where, because I know I had to change my license to the state of Texas or whatever. I got up at 3 a.m. and went to the DMV at 5. They don't open till 8 o'clock. Do you know there was already like 10 people in front of me? I literally had to be at the DMV from 5 a.m. till they closed. Because, I had no appointment. I was just a kind of, a fill-in spot. Like I couldn't complain. I had to spend all day there. So if I had to go through that process, and that was in November, so I can only imagine what he probably would have had to do in September, and no, I'm not putting gas in your car because you broke. That ain't my responsibility. No, I'm not paying your car. No, I'm not. Nope. No, you will not financially devastate me. I worked very hard to stack up the money that I have. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I mean, like these people, they just be thinking they entitled, boy. Like, and then I don't know if it's just society pushing narcissistic behaviors, tendencies on these men. And I'm speaking on the men because I'm a female and, but men who may or may not watch this, just flip it and make it work for your situation. You know what I'm saying? Because there are female narcissists as well. But I mean, they just, these people, boy, they got a lot of nerve. But I decided to make a video about it because, it's like you got a lot of nerve. You hoovered me. It was okay for you to go 6 months without talking to me. But then you think you could hoover me and try to guilt trip me. Then you think you could bully me into changing my mind. See, what really happened is whoever he was staying with or whoever he is staying with, that situation clearly didn't work out and she kicked him out. Now it's like, oh, let me go ahead and put her back in the rotation. Maybe she'll say yes this time. It's still a no. At this point, I mean, the fact that I blocked and deleted your number out my phone, the fact that you stopped talking to me for 6 months, and you never said nothing, but then you didn't say nothing to me, but then you on social media cooking stir fry. Oh, that's what he said. So he was like, well, you could have at least let me stay. I wasn't even gonna stay that long. First off, you never gave me a specified time frame as to how long you needed to stay. So with that being said, it was a no because you would have been at my house for the past 6 months, probably trying to be here rent free, eating up all my food, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But this is what he said. He said, well, I could have at least taught you how to cook or something. First off, I do know how to cook. I may not know how to cook Louisiana gumbo and red beans and rice and a lot of other Louisiana foods that I liked when I was down there, but I could learn. Shoot, what you think YouTube for? So, anyways, he was just using that as an excuse. Oh, well, at least let me teach you how to cook. I don't need you for that. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I couldn't let you stay here anyway. Like, you think my boyfriend would be okay with that? I can tell you right now, my boyfriend would not be okay with that. He would not. So, like, it's like, dude, really? And I swear, narcissists are drug addicts, man. I don't know. No, I'm for real. Drug addicts. I'm not saying that everybody that smoke weed is a druggie, but narcissists have addictions, whether it's to weed, meth, ecstasy, alcohol, sex, pornography, I don't know, video games, anything that you do too much of, it is an addiction. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I try not to judge, but shoot, baby, I'm a judge. Forget all of that. I gotta judge. I gotta judge your character, because that tells me whether or not you are healthy for me or if you're toxic. And if you're toxic, we don't got no more conversation. No more conversation. But anyways, this was just a video that I wanted to make to give y'all an example of when you tell someone no and they cannot take no for an answer, and they start trying to bully you, make you try to like shame you, start calling you out your name, guilt. I think I already said guilt tripping. Start trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of that is uncalled for. Because healthy people, normal people, when they will respect your no. You know, no is no. And they're not going to attempt to try to change your mind. They're not going to continuously try to be determined to persuade you. They're just going to be like, okay, and go on about their business. But don't let nobody peer pressure you into anything. Don't let nobody try to talk you into anything. You know what I'm saying? No means no. Stand your ground. And let them know it is what it is. Put yourself first, and there's nothing wrong with that. If a person calls you selfish because you told them no, they're projecting, because they're the ones that's selfish. They're the ones who need you to take care of them, who they have a need or a want that can only be fulfilled by you, and they want you to do it. You said no, and now they going on a power and control trip, trying to get you to do what they want you to do. Nah, F that. Be out. All right, so y'all stay safe out there from these narcs. All right, later.